Episode 7. Putting it together. This is the last section of the series, and we're going to put all the bits together. There is a bonus section which comes after, which will do it in a more unconscious, relaxed, intuitive way. But in this series we're going to put it together in a more logical approach so you can see how the bits fit together. In the first episode, we gave you an overview of the series. We gave you details of some of the elements in planning your future, some of the NLP techniques, and an exercise to start with. Really what I'd like you to remember about that is that the main elements are setting yourself a big, bold goal, or goals, remembering the future is a mental construct. So if you're going to have any thoughts about the future, you might as well make them useful to yourself. But it's a big, bold goal at one side, and then taking small, easy steps. So it's almost a balance, it's almost a polarization. At one end, as I say, it's having a big, exciting future that you're heading towards, but also planning small steps, each step moving you forward in some way towards that direction. In the second episode, we talked about NLP and how NLP provides a whole heap of tools and techniques that will help you both plan your journey and help you while you're on your journey. The third episode, we talked about state, your mood. Because actually it's your state that will give you the resources to move forward on your journey, and it will also give you access to all those abilities that you have inside that will help you. And also if you come across those occasional problems and setbacks, it will either give you the creativity to find new solutions, or it will give you the emotional strength to kick those blocks out the way, or to find new detours to get around them. So the third episode was about your mood, about planning your emotional state, and in many ways it is one of the most important things to make that journey enjoyable, exciting, and all those things that you really want it to be. The fourth episode was about setting your goals, your end goal, so you have something that actually motivates you. And remember, the whole purpose of an end goal is to motivate. If it no longer motivates you, change it. Curiously enough, when you've achieved it, or before you've achieved it, change it. Because if you've achieved it, it no longer becomes something that will motivate you. We then talked about ways of finding out where you are now. Because the more honest and open you are about where you are now, the easier it becomes to plan that journey and that route. And curiously, the more people's input you get as to where you are now, even though you may be totally at rights to ignore what anybody tells you, but the more input you get from different people, so you are able to make decisions about where you are now, the easier and more fun that you will find that journey will be. We then looked at breaking the journey down into milestones and easy first steps. Because as I was saying, we want a big, bold end goal, but to make it practical, break it down into manageable steps. And the first big manageable step, you want to break down into little goals, because it's the little things that you do on a day-to-day basis that will make the journey interesting and exciting. And in many ways, what's important about the journey is that you actually enjoy it. The end goal is nice, and having achieved the end goal is really nice. But the real payoff is enjoying all those things that you need to do to get there. Make it your exciting adventure. And one way to do that is to make sure you have really small steps that you can enjoy doing. And within that, we've introduced you to the technique of future pacing. So like any good sports person, you can mentally rehearse those steps until you get to that state where they will be enjoyable and you will learn how to do them in the most efficient way. We're then pulling it all together, as we're doing in this episode, so that you have your own plan, you have your own campaign of how you move forward. And you have a campaign which, although it's ambitious, it's actually very easy to start. Because it's by starting that you'll learn more that will actually start building that momentum, which will make the whole thing much easier. And we then end up with a bonus episode, which will connect directly with your more unconscious, intuitive abilities, that again at a different level will help you put all those things that are worthwhile to you together in a plan, so you will find yourself carrying them out much, much more easily. Thank you very much for listening. I look forward to joining you on the bonus episode.